Every year in the UK, over 7,000 students study to be doctors. The largest medical school is here in Manchester, where Libby Adderley is in her 4th year of training.
I'm overjoyed that I got into medical school and that I get to train to be a doctor. It's so worth all the studying and the exams. It feels more like a calling than anything else, really. So yeah, I really love it, but it's not always easy. I also have things outside of that, so I love spending time with my friends and talking to them about the stuff that I'm finding difficult.
You talk about difficult situations. You had your own very difficult situation during your teenage years when you suffered anorexia. How did you feel during that time?
It was rough. It was a really rough time. Very isolating.
Like many who experience anorexia, Libby was convinced she was happy, healthy and in control, but the reality was very different.
As I kind of ate less and consumed less, these kind of thoughts and fears about food and thoughts about exercise kind of consumed my thoughts, and it was quite overwhelming. When you start with something that you think you're in control of and you're kind of almost doing to get control of your life, and then suddenly it's controlling you. It was quite scary. I pushed away friends. It was really difficult for my family, and it definitely affected every area of my life.
Where was God during that time?
I know that he was there the whole time. I can see that now, and I guess to some extent I knew it at the time, and he definitely carried me through it. But he felt far away at times, partly because I wasn't looking to him for security and value. Instead, I was looking to this eating disorder. And it got to the point where I was actually admitted to a hospital unit for a few months. But the care and treatment that I received from the NHS was invaluable in my recovery. I know that I wouldn't be where I am today without that. But then Joni asked me to speak here tonight.
Libby now wants to use her medical training to educate others about eating disorders. But to be so open about something so personal was a big step of faith.
I think getting to the point where I've been able to speak about it is really freeing, because it's bringing beauty out of something that was so broken, and that's kind of what God does. He brings beauty out of our ashes. Going through anorexia has given me a lot of compassion for people going through mental health problems. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be part of the NHS, and so thankful for the NHS, and so thankful ultimately to Jesus for carrying me through.
My Jesus, my Saviour, Lord, there is none like you. All of my days, I want to praise the wonders of your mighty love. My
Next week, the Reverend Kate Botley will be taking to the water in the Lake District at the Young Men's Christian Association, better known as the YMCA. And JB Gill visits Cartmel Priory's virtual reality experience, thought to be a world first. Every one of us has a reason to be thankful for the life-giving work of the NHS. So we end today with a hymn celebrating the splendour of Jesus, who gives health and life in all its fullness.
On a sunny Sunday like today, we're better to explore than Dorset, and Countryfile is doing just that at 7 on BBC One. Moving further down the coast to Cornwall, Poldark pulls on the heartstrings tonight at 9 as tragedy strikes.